Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still watching the Nile Cruise, and now we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is the timeless magic of Abu Simbel. In this segment, we highlight one of Egypt's most breathtaking cultural spectacles, that solar alignment at Abu Simbel. Twice a year, the rising sun presents the sanctuary of Ramses II's temple, illuminating the statues of the gods in a rare display of ancient architectural genius. This unique phenomenon not only fascinates visitors, but also showcases Egypt's role as a global hub for cultural tourism. And to shed more light on this topic, we are delighted to have with us Dr. Atef. He is a tourism expert. Thank you very much, Dr. Amr, for joining us today in Nile Cruise. Thank you, Dr. Amr. Dr. Amr, to begin with, could you explain what happens during the solar alignment at Abu Simbel temple?
Sure. I mean, in the 22nd of February and the 22nd of October, the sun rises on the face of Ramses II in the Holy of Holies of the temple of Abu Simbel. And this phenomenon happens only in this temple. So people come from all over the world to watch this solar alignment, and it comes on the face of Ramses II and does not come on the face of God Ptah, for instance, because he's the god of the darkness.
Dr. Amr, how did the ancient Egyptians achieve such astronomical precision thousands of years ago?
They were very much advanced. That shows us that the ancient Egyptian civilization they were very advanced, and especially with astronomy.
Yes.
Not only in Abu Simbel but also at the Giza pyramids.
Yes.
Because the three pyramids also of Giza are aligned to the belt of Orion, to Orion's belt.
Yeah.
So that shows that the ancient Egyptians were very advanced.
Yes.
It was a great civilization, and they managed to allow the sun on the face of Ramses twice a year, on his birthday and the day when he became the king.
Yes. Dr. Amr, from your experience, how do tourists respond when they witness the sun illuminating the statue?
They come from all over the world.
Yes.
And they and they spend the night there, so that the next day in the morning they can watch this event.
Yes.
So they really are astonished, and this is good advertisement for Egypt.
Yes. And how does this event contribute to Egypt's reputation as a global cultural destination?
Well, I mean, Egypt is a global cultural destination because of all the temples and all the heritage sites that are in Egypt. The temple of Abu Simbel in particular, they say about Abu Simbel that if those who listed the ancient wonders of Abu Simbel have seen Abu Simbel, it would have been listed in as one of the ancient wonders.
Yeah.
But they haven't seen it, and that's why they didn't list it as one of the ancient wonders of the world.
Yeah. Dr. Amr, we want to talk more about the Egyptian state efforts to make and promote, preserve its heritage sites.
If we're going to talk about Abu Simbel, we start with Abu Simbel, and the state did a good job, a great job, preserving the temple of Abu Simbel. It has been cut to pieces to 40,000 blocks and had been moved from its original location further from Lake Nasser, and it costed around $40 million between 1964 and 1968.
Yeah.
So that's something that the government has done to save the temple. Not only this temple, there were other temples that were saved, like the temple of Isis in Aswan, for instance, that was also saved by Egypt and the UNESCO.
Dr. Amr, with the Grand Egyptian Museum nearing its full opening, how do you see it complementing iconic sites like Abu Simbel?
Well, the gem, the Grand Egyptian Museum, it's a huge, it's the largest museum built in the world,
Yeah.
and it accommodates 100,000 artifacts. So if we're going to talk about the items in the museum, first, the statue of Ramses II at the entrance of the museum represents Egypt and represents the glory of Egypt. So this can be connected to Abu Simbel. People can connect the temple of Abu Simbel, because it was built also by Ramses II, to the gem with the statue at the entrance of Ramses II, and the collection of Ramses II, the great collection of Ramses II in the gem, in the Grand Egyptian Museum. And this can connect also to Luxor and to Aswan. And this way we'll get the travelers to spend longer time in Egypt and spend longer nights. Travelers come today to see New Egypt. It's not their father's Egypt or their grandfather's Egypt. They come to see New Egypt now, and the numbers of the tourists has been increasing because of the government's efforts that has been done.
Yeah, Dr. Amr, concerning marketing for the Egyptian tourism, how do you view marketing, the state's efforts in the field of marketing?
In the field of marketing, we are doing lots of programs, and
inside Egypt and outside
inside Egypt and outside Egypt for marketing. And as I told you, travelers are after now the Instagramic tours. They want social media plays a big role in marketing. So they take pictures and they put pictures on social media. It's this Instagramic tours that the travelers are willing to see, and they again come to see New Egypt now. It's not as it used to be. It's New Egypt, especially with the events that has been done in Egypt recently, like the Hand World Cup that has been done in the new capital, that will be done in the new capital, and also marketing the gem. There is lots of marketing that has been done to the gem, and when the travelers come to Egypt, they always ask us about the gem, when it's going to be opened, and they're waiting until it's officially open to come and visit Egypt. So that's also marketing through the gem.
الحضارة المصرية هي مهد كل الحضارات، وموطن الفنون والابتكارات والثقافات، وصاحبة التأثير الأكبر على كل شعوب العالم. والصداقة بين مصر واليابان بدأت مع بعثة الساموراي لمصر سنة 1862، واستمرت بين الدولتين لغاية النهاردة بتعاون وتبادل خبرات في مجالات اقتصادية وسياسية وعلمية. ومن أهم ثمار تعاونهم المتحف المصري الكبير، أول تاريخ مكتوب في العالم وأكبر إرث ثقافي وحضاري، وضعوا مسؤولية على الأجيال الحالية بإنشاء العديد من المتاحف، واللي أكبرهم المتحف المصري الكبير. وزي ما أبدع المصريين في بناء حضارتنا القديمة، أبدعوا في بناء الصرح العظيم ده، وتم تأهيل الموقع في المرحلة الأولى من البناء. وفي المرحلة الثانية أنشئ أكبر مركز لترميم الآثار في الشرق الأوسط. لكن في بداية المرحلة الثالثة اللي بتتضمن إنشاء مبنى المتحف بتمويل من اليابان، واجه المشروع صعوبات وتحديات بسبب ظروف مرت بيها البلاد. في 2015 قرر الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي تكليف الهيئة الهندسية بالإشراف على تنفيذ المشروع، وده بالتزامن مع تقديم تمويل إضافي من الحكومة اليابانية. بكده اتذللت كل العقبات، ورجع العمل بأقصى طاقة ممكنة لبناء قاعات عرض متحفي متعددة على مساحة حوالي 500 ألف متر مربع. التحضير والتنظيم بداية نجاح أي مشروع، وعشان يتم الحفاظ على كل آثار المتحف وحمايتها كان لازم نبدأ بمركز الترميم اللي استغرق تحضيره وبناؤه 4 سنين، وتم افتتاحه في 2010. حوالي 150 مرمم أثري بيقضوا أغلب ساعات يومهم في شغل شديد الدقة علشان يعيدوا رونق القطع الأثرية المملوكة لجدودهم، بتعاون وتبادل خبرات مع مؤسسة جايكا، علشان اللي يشوفهم يحس بشموخ وعظمة ملوك حكموا الأرض دي من آلاف السنين. ولما يكون الترميم للمركب الثاني للملك خوفو، أقدم قطعة خشبية مصنوعة وأكبر أثر عضوي في التاريخ البشري، فبكل تأكيد ترميمها هو إعجاز أثري. حوالي 1700 قطعة خشبية تم استخراجهم وترميمهم وتجميعهم بأيادي فريق مصري ياباني مشترك. التحديات كتير، ومنهم عملية نقل مركب الملك خوفو الأولى اللي نقلها سمح برؤية الضلع الجنوبي للهرم الأكبر لأول مرة، وبين إنجاز مركب خوفو الأولى وإعجاز مركب خوفو الثانية قصص بتأكد إن المصريين لسه بيكتبوا التاريخ. حضارة المصريين الأقدم والأعظم تستحق متحف يليق بيها وبتاريخها، وده نجح فيه المتحف المصري الكبير، وحافظ على حضارة أقوى من الزمن والوقت وأبقى من التاريخ، لأن التاريخ صنع في مصر.
Yes. Talking about the Grand Egyptian Museum, Dr. Amr, how can linking experiences like the gem visits with trips to Abu Simbel and other heritage sites extend tourist stays in Egypt?
We can link the gem with Abu Simbel because of the statues of Ramses II, for instance, and the statue by the entrance that links
So
to Abu
they
Simbel.
take
It's
the tourists to
the origin
Yeah.
where the statues are coming from.
Yeah.
And also we have the statues of Ramses II in the gem, I mean other statues of Ramses II in the gem. So that will be linked to Luxor and to Aswan, because the quarries, the granite quarries are in Aswan, and that's how the statues are made out of rose granite.
We want to talk more about young generations, Dr. Amr. What role do local communities and young generations play in sustaining the promoting cultural tourism in Egypt?
The young generation has a great responsibility because they are the protectors. They are updated with all the information of Egypt, and they are updated with the internet and all the social media, so they can play a big role in promoting Egypt. And you see young generations have followers on the on posting videos and followers, so they have followers like 22,000 and things like that. So I think that's good for tourism in Egypt in general.
Of course. Dr. Amr, today many travelers are seeking more meaningful and experience-based tourism. How can Egypt position itself as a leader in this trend?
Of course, I mean, with all the heritage sites that we have in Egypt and the historical sites, we can, I mean, this is, Egypt is famous for the temples, and we have 2/3 of the ancient wonders of the world. So people come from all over the world to visit the sites. Karnak Temple and Luxor Temple and the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens, the quarries of Aswan. All this is in the in the mind of the travelers who come to visit Egypt.
Yes. Dr. Amr, as you are a tourism expert, what advice do you give for a tourist? What places to visit? What are the must-see places in Egypt?
Well, the must-see, the gem will come on top of the list, because it's going to be opened in the 1st of November, as you know. So the gem will be on top of the list, and also the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens, Luxor, and Aswan. They can always do the cruise from Luxor to Aswan. People, the feedback we get from people who do the cruise line between Luxor to Aswan. The Nile is amazing, as you can see. So they can visit Egypt and they can be in the Nile, and that will be, they can spend longer time. In the past, the travelers, when they came to Egypt, they only spent like a week or something. Now they can spend longer nights in Cairo, because there are lots of things to see, and longer nights in Luxor and Aswan.
Yes. Dr. Amr, tell me more about hidden gems we don't know about. I mean, in governorates, monuments in normal governorate, not Luxor or Aswan or Cairo. What else do we have in Egypt?
I mean, if you talk about culture tourism, we have culture tourism. The hidden gem would be the route of the Holy Family.
Yes, tell me more
about the route of the Holy Family. There are lots of people who don't know much about it, and it's like 15 stops sorry, 25 stops all over the country, 25 stops. It's the places where the Holy Family came and stayed at in Egypt. Egypt is the second country after Palestine where Jesus ate its food and drank its water. So 25 stops, 1,500 kilometers back and forth. Every stop has a chapel or a church or a tree or a monastery. So this is one of the hidden gems, especially that Egypt got the approval of the Vatican for this tour of the route of the Holy Family or the steps of the Holy Family in Egypt.
Yes, Dr. Amr, one final question. I want to know more about the latest developments on the ground concerning the Grand Egyptian Museum, and what are the latest developments happening now?
The latest development.
The area around the museum.
The area around the museum is now very well prepared. You can see they paved the roads, and they had even a bridge from the gem all the way to the pyramids. So they will connect the pyramids to the gem. The good thing about it is, and there is the Sphinx airport that's not far from the gem. So
also
people.
They name buses from the pyramids. Inside the pyramids, it's
the shuttle
very well
bus,
organized.
it's
now.
very well organized now. The shuttle buses inside the area of the pyramids, the hop on and hop off. So this is one step. And the other thing is they connected the gem to the pyramids, so people can spend a day tour visiting the pyramids and visiting the gem at the same day. Also, people of the transit flights can come if they have like 5-hour transit. They can have a tour and see the pyramids without having to go through the city.
And we have now Sphinx Airport. It's near the gym.
It's near the gym, so they can have the tour.
Inside
the area.
Okay, and what else are the latest developments?
When the gem is opened, it will be great because they are going to move the collection of King Tutankhamun.
Yes, that's amazing.
That will be amazing.
The whole collection.
The whole collection.
For the first time to be in
one place.
Yes.
5,400 pieces will be on display in the gem, and for the first time to have the whole collection of King Tut in the Grand Egyptian Museum. So that's one of the developments.
Okay, Dr. Amr, some people think that all the monuments will be moved from the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir to the Grand Egyptian Museum. So correct for us this information?
No, not all the monuments. The Egyptian Museum in Tahrir Square, it will remain as a museum. It will be a sculpture museum, and also will be for the new discoveries. So the new discoveries that they find.
So it will be operating normally.
It will be operating, and it will be for the new discoveries, like the statues and artifacts that they discover in different sites will be on display in the old Egyptian Museum or the Tahrir Museum or the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir. So it will still remain as a museum as it is.
And what about we have many other museums in Cairo. Tell us more about the museums in Cairo.
We have of course we talked about the gem. We have the Nemek, the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization, which is amazing. The Nemek has a big collection, more than 50,000 pieces, and it's like a semicircle, and from the pre-dynastic and Old, Middle and New Kingdom, Greco-Roman time, and modern Egypt. And it has 22 mummies on display. They moved the mummies from the old Egyptian Museum
to the...
So
we will not have mummies in the Grand Egyptian Museum, or we will have...
in the Grand Egyptian Museum, we will have mummies on display for sure, but the majority of the mummies will be in the Nemek. 22 mummies are on display in the Nemek.
Well, Dr. Amr Atef, the tourism expert, thank you very much for joining us on Nile TV International.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. We have more after the break.